Hi, Chloé.
Hi.
Thanks for letting us be here.
Yes, sure.
You're the president of ARIS, so can you tell us briefly a little bit about ARIS? How was it founded? How many groups or teams do you have? And maybe also something historically about ARIS.
Sure. So ARIS was founded in 2017 out of really enthusiastic space enthusiasts, students that from different universities, from around 5 universities in total. So from HSLU, ZHW, Ost, University of Zurich and ETH Zurich. There was a small group of founders and they just said, hey, there was nothing related to space actually in the region of Zurich and also in Switzerland. So they really wanted to have something like a platform where students could realize their dreams and projects space related. So at that time they started with the whole section of rocketry. So they started building the first rockets like Tel and Heidi, and then evolved into the current project Nicollier, which you will hear later on about. And we also developed a lot into other space-related topics. So we also built satellites meanwhile. So we have a whole section related to satellites as well. And we're also building space robotics meanwhile with a whole section related to only robotics within ARIS. The association counts around 250 active members right now and around 500 alumni, which are currently working in the industry meanwhile already around the world. So already at NASA, at JPL, at ESA we have people. We got people at JAXA, we've got people at Rocket Factory Augsburg, at Rocket Lab in New Zealand, so all over the world. And we even also have our first astronaut within ARIS. Yes.
Nice that you mention it. I mean, we can already jump to these questions now. So you mentioned the Rocket Lab. As I remember, Fabienne Meisen, she's working for this Rocket Lab in Auckland, New Zealand.
Yes, exactly.
And especially Rabea Rogge, who is now, or who will be the first woman for Germany in space. So can you tell us a little bit about those two women who worked for, or had also a position at ARIS?
Yes, sure. So since I know Rabea a little more, I will talk about her first. So Rabea, actually, she was the first system engineer for our main project, SAGE, which is building a CubeSat with biological payload going into space approximately 2026. This project was founded in 2021. And so Rabea was involved in like the beginning phase of the project, building a CubeSat with students from ETH and the other universities, collaborating universities, to go to space actually with a really innovative payload, which is basically about biological lab that we're sending into space. And we are going to research human cells under the effect of microgravity and researching the aging of cells in that environment. So Rabea was the system engineer, which means that she had a technical overview over the whole system for the CubeSat. And there she found her passion for space actually within ARIS. And then later, if you have followed her and her story to space, she couldn't stop talking about ARIS to her current team, and that's how she actually got the position of an astronaut now. And so we're really, really proud of her because she will be the first person from ARIS, or coming from ARIS, from a student association that loves space, going into actual space end of this year.
Thank you very much for this brief overview. Now let's come to you. What was your personal motivation to join ARIS, and how long are you a member, or I mean now you're president? So very important function. How did you come to ARIS, and what is your career goal, or what is next steps for you in the career ladder? Maybe you can describe a few things about this.
Yeah, sure. So I personally joined ARIS around 1.5 years ago, starting also with the project SAGE, so with our CubeSat project, where I conducted my bachelor thesis in. I simultaneously also joined the Biliquid engine project within the rocket section of ours to also develop our Biliquid test stand and trailer. And then after half a year, I was just so motivated and so space enthusiastic that I wanted to do more for ARIS. So I joined the board then as first as head of academic relations, and now around a month ago, I was just elected as the first female president of ARIS.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So-
And also going further in, I would really love to get this organization further. My vision would be that ARIS is going to be at the moon, at the ISS, or at any exoplanet within the next coming 5 years. Because we are doing extremely innovative and amazing stuff. Our teams are producing so many amazing things. And I just believe in what we're doing with our projects, with our 3 main pillars, and that we're going to achieve really good things in the coming future.
Yeah, you mentioned like the project Nicollier, which will end soon. But what is coming? What is coming next? As you already described, before we talked a bit. You want to reach the Kármán line, for example. Can you tell us a bit more about the future projects or current and future projects? What is?
Sure.
Yeah. What are the next steps?
Sure. So within rocketry, there is, or there has been already, an idea of reaching the Kármán line. Obviously, we are working towards that goal, right?
What?
So
Can you describe quickly what is the Kármán line?
Kármán line is actually the way to space. So the line that describes the Earth atmosphere to space, actually. So it's reaching that line, then you're officially in space, according to
At which
definition.
height is that?
100 kilometers.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So going to rocketry, I think the next goal and the next feasible goal would be to incorporate a Biliquid engine into a rocket, so that the next project is going to be the first ARIS project, which is going to launch Biliquid, which is called Hermes. Exactly.
That sounds already quite professional. I mean, that's the modern propellants, Biliquid.
Totally.
So how SpaceX uses, for example, also
Totally.
Biliquid.
Exactly, but we also want to go further. So we also have a project at the moment, also within the rocketry sector, that is developing a rotating detonation rocket engine. So that's actually the newest technology, where also the industry right now actually is struggling to evolve and develop a stable audio, as we call it. And one of our teams has actually made it to fire it successfully last week already.
Wow.
And we're now trying to fire it up every week to then have a good study about how it reacts and endurance of the fan.
So you're doing state-of-the-art or cutting-edge technology here.
Definitely.
Well.
Not only with the rocketry projects, but also with our robotics projects. We are currently doing an unmanned underwater vehicle, so a glider, which should go to the icy moons at some point. We're also developing a robotic swarm project, which is basically which are underwater drones swarming out in a formation and conducting research. So that's actually also really exciting. And obviously our satellite project where Rabea is coming from, which goes to space in 2026.
Of course, all for peaceful applications, no military.
Totally, yes. Because actually my personal goal would also be to be the first, hopefully, the first female astronaut of Switzerland.
Okay,
at some
wow.
point someday.
That sounds amazing. So then we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And yeah, it would be fantastic to see you in the outer space. And
Definitely.
so we will have a look now a bit more about Nicollier with Felix. And yeah, thanks for this little interview.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chloé.
Thanks.
See you soon.
Yes, see you soon in space.